Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready, ready? Here we go, shot! Cowboy 80! Go! Set, go! Ready! 60, ready! Let's go! Hot, hot! Ready, ready! Ready! Here we go, here we go! Hut. Set! Get up! Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready? Come on, set. 60 Eagle. Ready? Set up. Bronco 80. Check go. Boom! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready? Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, there's Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Cleveland. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
A gain of 19 yards.
A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page at his target. That's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Chargers get set to kick it away.
7 yards. And it's 4th down.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set!
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Okay, great.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
First and 10 up to 39-yard line.
I love love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Give up the middle with Hall. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Stephanie! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Steady.
Another run here with Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third down and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cleveland.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He runs with it.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Hall. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
It is 2nd and 9. A run, this is Gilliam. He's going to get him out of danger for the moment. He's got the 1st down past the 10-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now give on the ground, trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Set. Lion.
Motion man is Johnston.
Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4. yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to... be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there.
The Browns offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10.
65, 65.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Walker. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
Get the 38-yard line. Here we go. Set. 18, Pioneer.
Hill look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
19 Lions. Ready. 19 Warriors. 70. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now there's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Browns will tie this game up here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime
Our journey
report.
through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? You hooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. This one looks good, and it is good from 66. Move over Justin Tucker. There is company atop the record books. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there, and the Chargers have the 1st down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there is a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a good game. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. They will run it over center with Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 15 on that game. It's a Browns first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
6, Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
His throw left side is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
First time they've worked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. A run here with Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Reese Hall, touchdown Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Browns 13. Chargers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Motion man is Johnston. On 1st down, Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away, and you can tell he's trying to avoid another costly mistake.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
This one finds McConkey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Motion man is Johnston. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The dog pound, as usual, doing their part. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Okay,
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
65, ready.
Here's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
70, Tampa Wolf.
Now they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Get it. Let's go.
They'll run. It's Hall. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it, and that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense starting to try out for this next possession. To try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10.
Set.
Ocean man is Johnston. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On play action now, Herbert. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll run up and clock it a little over 30 seconds, all that is left. Another try, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a third interception and kind of just throws this one away.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Is a turnover on down.
He gives to Hall. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. Not sure that they needed to take the timeout, but take it with them. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. So it's a win for the Browns. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved.